Everyone, I am Arya Education. As yes said to us that how quotation gives clarity to our blood confused life. So the quotation which I chose is living the life to the fullest. Because as a student, when there's too much academic pressure imposed over my shoulders, so I thought that this quotation suits the best in my context. So before decoding it, I would like to ask you a question that whether you guys are just living, whether you guys are living or just existing. You guys are living, really living or just existing. Both. Both. Anyone else? Yes, the same answer of mine. Sometimes I am really living the moment and sometimes I'm just existing. So, in the journey of living, sometimes what happens, we get expresses with the imperfection. We get enclosed with the imperfection and we just think that imperfection is something that should not be there in life. Whether, while it is a life journey, and imperfection is something that we should not hate. We should not have hatred towards imperfection. Even we should just close our eyes and say to our imperfection that, dear imperfection, you makes me complete. I work over you. I am working over you to make you more beautiful. And that is why Farhan Akhtar once told these beautiful lines about life कि अगर आंखों में बेताबियां लेकर जी रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम। आंखों में बेताबियां लेकर जी रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम। गर दिल में ख्वाबों की बिजलियां लेकर जी रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम। कि हवा की तरह, हवा के झोंकों की तरह जिंदगी को खुलकर जीना सीखो। तुम दरिया हो, लहरों सा बहना सीखो। हर एक लम्हे को अपनाओ खोल कर बाहें। हर एक लम्हे को अपनाओ खोल कर बाहें। हर दफा, हर घड़ी, हर समय एक नया समा देखेंगी निगाहें। कि अगर आंखों में हैरानियां लेकर चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम। आंखों में हैरानियां लेकर चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम। दिलों में बेताबियां लेकर चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम। आंखों में ख्वाबों की बिजलियां लेकर चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम। तो जिंदा हो तुम। So this beautiful poem describes that what does it really mean that yes, we are alive. So I would like to accentuate two features that will really make you alive. The very first thing, according to me, is taking risks in your life. Well, when we were child, let's say that there is a version of mine who is child here, and what my well-wishers did at that time, they kept a chalk, invisible chalk in their hand, and they created a safety zone surround me and said, "Beta, be within the safety zone. If you will cross it, it will harm you." And I was like at that time, okay, I will not cross it. And all of us did the same at that time. But what if I ask that are we living within the same safety zone till now? If yes, your answer in your mind is yes, then you are going the wrong path. Here, safety zone is not wrong, but at that time, the safety zone was equivalent to comfort zone. For example, a ship looks very safer, very nice within the harbor, but that was not the purpose the ship was built for. Ship was built for the ocean, for the rivers, not for the harbor. Had Arunima Sinha never courage to climb the mountain Everest, she would have never been the first female figure, amputee one, who climbed the Mount Everest in India. Stephen Hawking, had he never crossed his safety zone, the comfort zone, he would never been able to contribute that much to our scientific field. So I think that in my today's version, if there is a safety zone created by my well-wishers in that one past, I will just put my leg off and put my leg out of the safety zone and I will say thank you. But now it's in my hand to create my own safety zone. I know now I'm mature. I have the potential. I know what is my safety. I'm not telling that eliminating all the suggestion by your elders. But now What matters most is your suggestion. Once my principal sir said to me that Riya, मेरी एक एडवाइस मानना कि किसी की एडवाइस मत मानना. And that hit my heart. Someone is advising me not to take other advices. So that's what we have to do. Analyze other advices. सुनो सबकी, करो दिल की. That's the funda. Second one feature is value. Respect your time. Now, if you will respect your time, somewhere you are respecting yourself. Now, if you are prioritizing your time, somewhere you are making yourself the priority. And eventually, indirectly, you are also becoming the priority in the eyes of others. Just think, APJ Abdul Kalam, if he had never worked over his skills, if he had never served his skills, then would he be able to serve entire India? Would he be able to become the missile man of India? Would he be able to become the president of India? Never. That's why in our Hindi lyrics it is also said कि हमको इतनी शक्ति देना, हमको इतनी शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद की जय करे. Another example is of Mother Teresa, who also served people, loved people, cared people. But do you think that she hadn't served herself first? Of course. She has served her skill, loved herself first, cared herself first. That is how she learned the value of all this. Remember one thing, that during living the life, you will make mistakes. And at that time, just say one thing to you, which Shah Rukh Khan also said, कि हे सिमरन, ऐसे बड़े बड़े शहरों में छोटी छोटी बातें तो होती हैं. हे सिमरन, ऐसे बड़े बड़े शहरों में बोलो, ऐसे बड़े बड़े शहरों में छोटी छोटी बातें तो होती हैं. So don't overthink over those छोटी छोटी बातें. This will just happen. Making mistake is not a crime. Repeating mistake is the crime. Remember one more thing I would like to wind up. That life is not any rehearsal chance given by God to you. It is the one and only performance which you have to perform. And after the performance will be ended up, you will not be given the other chance. One time you will reach the end page of your book named Life. You will be gone at that time, and you will only leave the story of yours to the people. So, खुलकर जिए, हंसकर जिए. धन्यवाद.